Hi, this is Alicia from God's Healing Mind Life Coaching Service. And today, as you can see, it is story time, you guys. And I want to start out by saying I hope that you guys had a happy, blessed New Year day. With the new year coming in, I hope y'all ate good and y'all do your little resolutions or whatever it is that y'all doing and keep up with them this time. Y'all know how we do it. We start them and then we stop them. But nevertheless, it is what it is. But anyway, you guys, as you know, I have to do my story times every week. So I tell you guys, I'm going to try to keep y'all up to date on things that's going on, just stories in general. So, like on my time off, you guys, I watch a lot of story times on YouTube because I like listening to the girl's story. And this story that I'm bringing to y'all now, it is inspired by one of my YouTubers, and she was talking about her first boxing match in the third grade, and she was saying about uh, how these girls double teamed her and they were swinging her around like a rag doll. Okay, so it was so funny listening to this story, and like she said, it was so embarrassing. She didn't want to tell this story. She was embarrassed to tell it, and it brought back memories about a story similar in my life that happened to me that I never shared with anybody who didn't know anything about it either. But I said, you know what? I'm going to tell my guys about this story, what happened to me like that. And I was in the sixth grade when I got into this altercation with this young lady. Now, I don't know whether you guys remember, the older ones might remember, the younger ones might not. We used to have this little game that we played on the playground. It was called Teddy Ball. It was a ball, it was a pole, and you had the string with the ball on it, and you had two people. One hit the ball this way, one hit it back this way. What you're trying to do, you're trying to wrap the ball around the pole against your opponent. And then your opponent is trying to keep you from wrapping it around, and they're trying to wrap it around. So that's basically how the game is played. So this is what we usually play on the playground. Well, for the most part, we used to make us one at home, and we would play, and we got good at it. I practiced it, everything. So when I go to school, I have advantage over them because, I don't practice so much. I got good at it. So here it is. I was beating everybody that, was playing the game with me. Well, these other girls, they wanted to play, but they wanted to play with each other. They didn't want to play the game the way it's supposed to be. You always got somebody who feel like they bigger and taller or whatever, and they can just boss people's around. Well, this was the case with this girl. Now, this girl here, she was like, I'm gonna say 6'10". She was tall, you guys. When I say tall, she was tall. And I'm small. I wasn't short, but I was like 5'3". Okay, so here it is. She over me, way over me. Plus, she's athletic. She stern. She's not big. She's small. As far as her size, but she's real stern. She played basketball. She run track. So this kind of person that she was. Well, me, I'm just skins and bones. You can put bricks in my back pocket, as they say, and I wouldn't even weigh 95 pounds. That's just how little I was, okay? But I was still, I had my little height. So the girls, they come out there and they talking noise and, trying to bully peoples and everything. So I'm like, whatever. I'm not saying anything. I'm just holding on to the ball. They trying to take it away from me. And they wrap my finger around in the ball trying to take it. I pull my finger out and hold on to the ball. But they steady trying it. And the other girl, the one who was 6'10", she talking trash, right? Always, the big one always talking noise. So all of a sudden, she directed like, she wants to start a boxing match with me. I ain't saying nothing to her. I'm just standing there holding the ball. I'm not gonna let go. No, I'm just not gonna let go of the ball. That's it, because it's not fair for them to just come out there and think they can take the ball from people like that. So while she talking noise, one of her partners pushes her into me. And y'all know how we used to do whenever we finna have a boxing match. To get it started, somebody will push somebody into them. Now, the other person who they pushing the person into, they look at that person, and that person gonna be like, I didn't do it, she did it, she pushed me. Or it's gonna be like, yeah, I did it. Well, this girl, she had the attitude as, yeah, I did it. So when I saw this on her face, like, okay, she wants to box, I swung at her, right, with my right. I told you guys, if I ever tag you with that right, it's all over with, right, because I kind of stung her, right? So when I swung, she went to going wild and crazy. And I told you, this girl was tall. When I tell you she was tall, she was strong and stern. I couldn't do nothing with her, y'all. So I grabbed a hold to her hair. And when I tell you I locked down on that head, she started swinging me. And when I tell you she was swinging me all over that playground, you guys. If she swung high, I went swinging in the air. If she swung low, I went down on the ground. I mean, I was scuffed up from head to toe, you guys, but I was holding on to that head. I put a grip on that hair, and she was trying to sling me off her hair. That's what she was doing. She was trying to sling me off her hair, but I had put a grip on it, right, real tight. I would not let it go, because this is all I had. Because, like I told you, she taller than me, she's stronger than me. So this is the only advantage that I had of her, was holding on to her hair, even though she was slinging me all everywhere. When I tell you she was slinging me, guys, she was slinging me on the ground. My knees was scuffed up. She was slinging me. I hit the pole, bumped my head. I mean, she was slinging me all over this playground. It was like I was on an airplane ride. Whoa, she was swinging. I mean, I was just going wherever she slang her hair, that's where I was going. But by her swinging and pulling like that, it was pulling her hair, so that was hurting because I wasn't letting go. I was really tightening up on it, right? So then she got her little friends. They came out there and they was trying to help her out. So they was like, just let her hair go, because she started crying. That's what messed her up too. She started crying. She said, tell her to turn my hair loose. When I heard that, I knew I had her. I tightened up on that joker even tighter, and they were trying to get me to let it go. But I wouldn't say nothing because I was more concentrating on holding their hair, right? And she was just steady swinging, but she couldn't swing like she was at first because it was hurting her. And so she was crying. They couldn't get me to let it go. So they had to go and get the teacher in order to get me to let this girl hair go. I would not let it go for nothing, you guys, because this was my lifeline, okay? If I would have let that girl hair go, I ain't no tell. I probably wouldn't even be here telling y'all this story today, okay? So I held on to it like, my life depended on it, and it did. So they went and they got the teacher, and the teacher come out there. Excuse me. The teacher come out there, and she broke it up. She told her, let go of her hair. Alicia, let go of her. They had to pry my hands off of her head. And I finally let it go. Her hair was all over here. I'm quite sure it was hurting too. So, but we didn't get in any trouble, you guys. We didn't, get expelled or nothing like that. I don't really know what happened with that situation, but I don't remember us getting expelled, getting in trouble, or nothing like that, because I went home and told my parents. But anyway, when we got through we had to go in the office and, tell the principal what went on, la, 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 la. We told our side, she told us side. But when I got in there, I noticed, when they started looking, they had a mirror up there, I had a big hickey upside my head, you guys. My knees were scuffed up. I told you, this girl slung me all over that playground. And I bumped my head on the pole, so I had a big hickey on my head. And like I told you, my knees were scuffed up, everything. So, that was it. We went home. And I told you guys that we lived like right around that little circle where the neighborhood park and everything was. So me and my sister now, we went to the gym. Cause this the day everybody go to the gym. If it was on a Saturday or Sunday, we all get dressed and we all go to the gym. So we went down to the gym, and the first face I seen when I got down to the gym, it was her little crew, and her boyfriend. Right, boyfriend was older than us. He wasn't in the same grade we was in. But anyway, she was like, I could see them laughing and giggling, so I'm thinking, right off my mind, like, okay, she might want to try to start it up again, or picking or whatever. And that's exactly what she was doing, because the guy come over to me and he was like, hey, you know this girl right here? I said, yeah, I know her. And he was like, she said that she BEAT, you. And I said, no, she did not. And he went back and told her that I said that she didn't. So she gonna say, that's why she got that big old hickey on her head. So I told her, I said, well, if you feel like you won, I said, we can go outside and do it again. If you want to do it again, we can go again. You want to go again? And her and her little crew, they went to laughing and they walked on out the door and they went on about their business. She didn't want no more. Her head probably was still hurt. And on top of that, you guys, I really didn't want to go again either, because if I couldn't have got to her hair, I don't know what I was going to do, you know what I'm saying? But I was just the type of young person that I was not going to back down. I'm not going to back down. You're not going to go around telling people that I'm afraid of you. I don't care if you do win the fight. I'm still going, fight with you simply because you're not going to be going around telling nobody that I'm afraid of you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a point, to me, it wasn't a point of whether I do you or you do me. It was just the point of you knowing that I wasn't afraid of you. That was what I was concerned about. Because like I told you, I was the oldest of my family, and my sisters and brothers, they looked up to me. So if somebody, had me afraid of them, what they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna protect them? They gotta be scared or whatever. And I wasn't finna have that. I was not gonna have myself looking bad in front of my siblings like that. I just wasn't gonna do it. But anyway, you guys, that's where it ended at. And I just wanted to share this story with you guys because, like I said, when I look back on it, I can laugh at it now because it was funny the way this girl was slinging me all over this playground. And I got, like I said, I got a hickey upside my head. I didn't even know I had a hickey inside my head until after all this stuff was over with. So that lets you know what my concentration was. But like I said, the young lady just, she inspired me to do this video simply because she said they were slinging her around like a rag doll and she was just hollering. And that just reminded me of my story, you guys. And like I told you guys, I try to share my stories with you guys, good or bad. Okay, that's what I do. So with that being said, you guys, I appreciate you listening to my story, and I hope that you guys like it. And if you did, hit the like, hit the share. You can comment if you like. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, and hit the all. And that way you'll be notified whenever I post up a video. And you guys remember that God loves you, and so do I. And you guys have a blessed day. Thank you.